You know what time it is. Let's get it. You got to be kidding me. Get the out of here with that. Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Benjamin Buttons 01. You know why we here, so let's get it.
It's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, Tommy. Subject: I just met my play sister-in-law. Okay. Dear Steve and Shirley, I met my husband online and we dated briefly before we got married. We figured out that we knew a lot of the same people, and all my friends that knew him vouched for him and said he's a great man. His mother always acted strangely, but he said that's just how she is, and she would come around and be sweet eventually. A couple of weeks after our wedding, I asked his mother to meet for lunch, and she asked if she could bring her play daughter. I wanted to meet anyone close to my husband, so I was excited. That lunch date with his mom has sent my marriage into a downward spiral. The play daughter knew everything about my husband, even more than his mom. She said they've been the best of friends, but never romantically involved. She said they've sat up many nights crying together over bad relationships. I have never seen my husband cry. She told us that my husband almost died after a botched liposuction, and his mom didn't know he had surgery. She thought he lost weight naturally. I asked her why she didn't come to the wedding if they were so close, and she said she wasn't invited. My mother-in-law said she insisted that she come, but the play daughter said she felt like my husband was moving shady since he met me. Now, if this doesn't sound like a whole side piece relationship with my husband, then what is it? Why is his mother not seeing this? My husband swears he's never been intimate with his
She
play
said
sister,
she wasn't
but
intimate
couldn't
with him. Why would
explain
the
why
girl
he's
lie?
never introduced me to her,
Why
and
would you
none of
have to
his
lie about
friends
that?
know of her. If I ask this play sister more questions, will I look insecure?
You need to
Should
have
I
a
keep
talk
my
with that
head
mama.
high as the wifey, or should I do more research on her? Yes, you should keep your head high as the wifey, and you don't need any more research. I mean, how much research do you need? The research you want to know, that you want to do now, that should have been done before the marriage.
Yep.
Okay, that should have been done then. Anyway, you pretty much laid it all out. The clues are there, with the first one being her saying your husband's moving shady since he met you. And what does that mean? What does moving shady mean? Does it mean he didn't invite her to the wedding because he didn't want any drama, or he didn't introduce her to any of his friends because he didn't want any drama, or didn't want them to know about her? What did that mean? I mean, there is a reason for him not telling. Could be a side piece situation, like you said, but his mom sure knows a lot about her, and she knows her well enough to invite her to lunch with you guys. So this woman has
She
definitely
know a lot
been
about her.
around
Obviously,
for a
she don't know a
while.
lot about her son.
But I don't think you need to ask her any more questions. Let this go. If you want to ask questions, ask your husband. This all happened before you and him got together, and this is a chance you take. You know how it goes when you meet someone online and you marry them quickly.
Yeah.
You don't get to know the person. So please remember, everyone has a past. Steve?
Well, this is going to be a good one for me because I can answer all these questions you have, all of them, with rather certainty and assurance. You met your husband online. We dated briefly before we got married. Well, there it is. There it is. You dated briefly before you got married. Now, I don't know how old you all are. You haven't mentioned any kids, anything. But you have to understand, like Shirley said, everybody comes with a history. So when you date briefly, you don't get to learn the history because you haven't been put in enough situations where things can crop up. You all got along and everything. Now his mother has always acted strangely,
That's
but he
the one
said
you should be
that's
worrying
just how
about.
she is, and she would come around and be sweet eventually. Well, a couple weeks after you got married, you asked your mother-in-law to meet for lunch. That was a great idea.
But
Your
what the hell this
mom-in-law
heifer does?
asked if she could bring her play daughter. Hell
Nobody
no.
see the problem here?
Now, please don't let this boy's mama act like she don't know, because she is a grown-ass woman now.
That's why she doing it.
And women know. Women know what they're doing. They're very smart. Women, I ain't hardly ever met no stupid women until they start listening to their heart instead of their intuition.
My Lord,
Other
that's a
than that,
word.
they are on top of the food chain when it comes to brains and smart. Don't you misunderstand that for a moment. So the boy mama know what he doing. Go bring the play daughter. And you say, yeah, because you want to meet anybody close to your husband. Because now you're trying to learn your husband after you've married him instead of dating him longer to learn him before you got married. So now here we go. So I was excited that lunch date with his mom, but that lunch date sent your marriage into a downward spiral. The play daughter knew everything about my husband. See, right there. Why did the mama bring her? Even more than his mom. She said they were best of friends but never romantically involved. Why is she talking to you? You know why I think she's talking to you? Because she's trying to play the spoiler. She's trying to be the spoiler. It's always some woman getting left by the wayside at the altar. And then all of a sudden I know more. Me and him talk, everything. They've been the best of friends. She said they've set up many nights crying together over bad relationships. And I've never seen my husband cry. That's because you ain't known him long enough. But I'll tell you what, after he found out you and the mom and the play sister was at lunch, I bet his ass was somewhere crying then.
All right. Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response to this strawberry letter at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, I just met my play sister-in-law. We'll get back into it right after this.
All right, guys, we back with part 2. Let's get it.
Let's recap today's strawberry letter. The subject is, I just met my play sister-in-law.
Well, this woman met this man online, dated briefly, and then got married. Dating briefly doesn't allow you to learn the person's history. So now you're learning his history while you're married. You've always thought that the mom was acting sort of funny to you, so you wanted to invite her to lunch after you all got married a couple. She asked you, could she bring her play daughter? Okay. So then you said, yeah, because you want to meet everybody close to the family. Well, that date just sent your marriage into a downward spiral. Because little Miss Play daughter that set up here and knew everything about your husband and more than his mom. She said they've been the best of friends but never romantically involved. She said they've set up many nights crying together over bad relationships. I have never seen my husband cry. Well, you ain't been with him long enough. But I tell you what, though, after he found out you was with his mom and his play sister, his ass was somewhere crying in. That's for damn. I can promise you. His ass was
Y'all not looking like a real couple.
That my husband almost died after a botched liposuction, and his mom didn't even know he had the surgery. Okay. Well, did you know he had liposuction?
No, she didn't.
The mama didn't know.
Did you know
What
it
was
was
it, y'all?
No.
How do you know that he almost died? I'm listening to this story that this woman is weaving for you. We cried together. You know, all this is stuff you can't check on. We've cried together, set up many nights. So, okay. So if y'all been crying together over all the bad relationships you had, pretty much why I explained why little play sister and play sister-in-law ain't got no damn life. See, know this now. Know who you talking to. The mother thought he lost weight naturally. I asked her why she didn't come to the wedding if they were so close, and she said she wasn't invited. Now the mother-in-law jumped in and said she insisted that she come, but the play daughter said she felt like my husband was moving shady since he met me. Well, that's a
Now,
good
that's a
thing.
real funny guy.
See, he didn't invite her because he didn't want her around.
He didn't want to drop. He didn't want that. Yeah.
Because he already know his mama and the girl close.
There you go.
Now, why would he do that? And listen to me, the key to this, I want your takeaway to be is, he felt like she didn't want to come to the wedding, and she felt like my husband was moving shady. Well, the husband was trying to distance himself. That's a good thing. That's what moving shady meant. Now, if this doesn't sound like a whole side piece relationship with my husband, then what is it? But see, if it was a side piece situation, it ain't no more. But you meeting a man that had a background, as do all men.
That mama got something to do with this.
So now where we at? If it was a side piece, he didn't tell you about it, because who do that? What man meets a woman and go, hey, let me tell you about these chicks I got on here. Who do that? Everybody finna do that. And I don't know what you think a man supposed to do that for, but you lose them expectations. You can take that off the plate, because we not finna do that. And then, my husband swears he's never been intimate with his play sister, but couldn't explain to me why he never introduced me to her, and none of his friends know.
What do you mean your husband said? The girl said it.
So, you the play sister over there when we by ourselves. You ain't
No,
coming around my friend.
y'all wrong on this one.
Because I ain't got no future.
Y'all missing a man from
That
home.
could be it. But now you
That
trying to
damn
make
mama.
something out of his past and turn it into his right now. And there are no signs
This ain't got
of
nothing to
messing
do with his
girl
past.
right now.
This got to do with
So
his
even
mama.
if he was a side piece, please lose your desire for him to tell you that he had a side piece. Because he didn't have a side piece. And it's been several. It ain't just her. So if I ask this play sister more questions, will I look secure? Why would you ask her anything? This girl ain't nothing in here but to play spoiler. She gonna tell you all kinds of stuff. Because she's been crying with your husband over bad relationship. Which means she can't get in a good relationship. Now, another relationship, he done found you, and he done picked you over her. Why would you ask her anything? Because she ain't got but one mission right now. It's to try to make you think she got more of a relationship with him than you do. And she does. Should I keep my head high as the wifey, or should I do more research on her? Stop researching her. Stop digging up in this man's past. Because you're going to find something you don't want to know now. But now suppose he dug up your past. You don't think he'd find a couple things too that look a little shady?
It ain't like
Get
nothing to do
out
with
the man's past.
it. It's that
You're
mama.
with this man. Stop looking in the rear view
And
mirror.
mama started
You
all the
are the
bullshit.
wife, not her. Hold your head high. You the wife. Have a talk with him and said, hey, look, lose her number, lose her information. I ain't gonna beat you up about this, but make sure that heifer stay gone. If I see her again, you won't see me again. You make your choice. That's all to it. But I ain't finna deal with her and your mama. You don't have no next place sister-in-law. Quit calling her that.
I'm surprised you didn't say we cried together like the OJ.
I work with you. I try to show more versatility.
Yeah.
Oh, John.
You are a bit.
Sorry about that, guys.
I work with you. I try to show more versatility.
Yeah. You are a very talented man. Yes, you are. All right, leave us your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up.
Okay, you gotta show you see. This mama is running all up and through this goddamn story. And don't nobody see her. She like a 3-foot munchkin, just running all through this motherfucker, just stirring up shit. Cause what fucking mother you know, mother-in-law, gonna ask you some bullshit like, can I bring my play daughter? So is that his sister? I'm asking because I'm surprised, I'm shocked, I'm baffled. Is this his play sister? Because if she is, That's not even real. That's like, bruh. First of all, everybody grown. What the fuck? Play sister? What? Who writes these letters? Who writes these fucking letters? Cause who writes these? Can I blink? Can I can't even. It's so fucking stupid. I can't even say it. Can I bring my play daughter? I'm so baffled. Like dead ass. Can you what? Can I bring my play daughter? No. No, you cannot. I'm bringing you the fucking lunch, lady. You're not bringing. And the fact that you were stupid enough to say yes is even fucking funnier, bro. I want to meet his family. Oh, God, that's not his family, girl. She said, and I quote, can I bring my play daughter? That's not family, bro. What the fuck do you mean? This is killing my high right now. What the fuck do you mean? I went to talk to her because she's family. No, the fuck she's not. Oh, gosh. And the stories that she told, we never had sex. That might be the only real part of this letter. Because the whole we sat up many nights and just cried about our failed relationships. How many motherfucking relationships have y'all had? Girl, run. Girl, run. Because I swear this sounds like something. You going to wind up in a ditch in the back of somebody's field. You better run. You better fucking run. You better fucking run. That's all I can say. You better fucking run. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Girl. Mm-mm, honey. After it's trying to eat you. After it's trying to boil your ass, put some honey mustard sauce on you and eat you, girl. You better get the fuck up out of there. Mm. Girl. Anyway. Play daughter. This is girl, Miss Benjamin Buttons on one. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out.